Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. At last, Tinubu angrily reveals the truth about the death of President Muhammadu Buhari after APC disqualified him. At last, Tinubu angrily reveals the truth about the death of President Muhammadu Buhari after APC disqualified him. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. Before you proceed, what is your view concerning the alleged fake Buhari? Are you one of these Nigerians that prove Buhari is dead? Well, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Asiwaju Tinubu, presidential aspirant, has been disqualified after he busted into Langa for being treated unjustly in the APC camp ahead of primaries. And he matched the energy to tell all Nigerians the bitter truth about the death of Mr. President. Before you proceed, what is your view concerning the alleged fake Buhari? Are you one of those Nigerians that proves Buhari is dead? Well, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Asiwaju Tinubu, presidential aspirant, has been disqualified after they busted into Langa for being treated unjustly in the APC camp ahead of the primaries, and he matched the energy to tell all Nigerians the bitter truth about the death of Mr. President. Before you proceed, what is your view concerning the alleged fake Buhari? Are you one of those Nigerians that proves Buhari is dead? Well, Bola Ahmed Adekunle Tinubu, Asiwaju Tinubu, presidential aspirant, has been disqualified after he busted into Langa for being treated unjustly in the APC camp ahead of the primaries. And he matched the energy to tell all Nigerians the bitter truth about the death of Mr. President and the clip. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. And now before I go, personally, let's talk about Tinubu himself first before we actually proceed on talking about the death of Mr. Buhari. What I feel about Tinubu is I feel automatically and initially Tinubu is not qualified to be the president of this country, because let's use his visit and his mandate, all his manifestos as a case study. If we actually look through thoroughly, we would see the only thing, the cogent thing Tinubu is actually saying is that he is the next person. So once you're saying you helped some people to get to a certain post, you helped a particular person to a certain post, and because of, even if not for you, someone wouldn't have been there. So in conclusion, you are the next person. What plan do you think such person has for the youth? Not even the old. What plans do you think such person has for the country? even before he emerges to be, even before he start aspiring to go for the president of I couldn't recollect, maybe it was around a general election around 2015 or so or thereabout, when the 2 billion vans that carried money entered Tinubu's house. Has anyone challenged him thereafter? No one. So please, this time around, if we want to vote, let's vote for the right person. Do not let us be too gullible, because these people, indeed, they are the Jagaban of the APC, and that should be for Lagos. And we shouldn't go by the name popular and everything because of this and because of that. These people has once ruled us. They have been the one leading us from the onset. So why should they keep ruling us? Let's let them give chance to other people's too, young minds. We don't need old people again. They can't think properly anymore. All they know is taking money and all that. And let's talk about the Buhari death. I want to believe, if truly our present president is a fake Buhari, and even Tinubu knows about it, and just because he's been disqualified, that is when he knows he needs to tell the whole world the truth. Then what do you think of such person? What do you think of such person that is aspiring to be the president of the country? Just because because you want something for yourself? Is that why you're self-centered? You didn't tell the whole world the truth all this while, but just because you lose, that is the reason why you are trying to reveal the truth to the whole country. What do you think of such person? Don't you think such person can actually harm us when he gets to the post he actually wanted? So you actually know the truth, and you kept it all this while. What do you think of such person? What do you think such person would do to us? Don't you think what has just started? If such person emerge to be the president of the country. To my dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. My question is, do you think Buhari is the right person? Please do drop by the comment section and let us know what your view is all about.